Hello, my friends. My name's Pat Chamberlain, and I am here to share a book review with you today. I am with a group called the Elgin Area Immigrant Alliance, and we are producing a YouTube channel that has all kinds of things for teachers who are teaching children who are impacted by the current immigration enforcement activities. And so today we're going to talk about a book called La Frontera, el viaje con papá, or My Journey with Papa. It was written by Deborah Mills and Alfredo Alva. Alfredo Alva, actually, it is his story that is being recounted that took place in the 1980s. So while the story is a little bit dated, it is absolutely, the experience is very, very current. It is a bilingual book. It is in English and Spanish on the same page. It's suitable for kids 6 to 10 years old. It is a picture book, as I will demonstrate, because we're going to do a little picture walk. And as I say, it tells a story, a true story of Alfredo Alva and how he came to the United States with his dad, and sort of recounts that story from a child-eyed view. And so we'll take a look at this picture walk. It is, by the way, available through bookshop.org, but I also got it through the library, so my public library. You could try either one of those if this is interesting to you. So it starts out with the story with Alfredo at this amazing, his country home in Guanajuato, where he had his pet donkey named Fernando, and his siblings and his cousins and his extended family living this idyllic life. But unfortunately, at some point, the grandpa got sick, and he and the father could no longer provide for the family, so they needed to find a different option so that their family would not go hungry. So his mom took him aside and told him how very important he was to be able to be chosen to go with his dad to the United States. And they were going to be separated for a little while, but she knew he could do it, and he was a brave big boy, and she'd miss him very much. This page is very heartbreaking for me. They go on the journey. It documents a number of different things going through the desert, meeting a coyote, hopping trains, and swimming the Rio Grande River, and being exposed to a lot of the elements and the dangers. But there's a lot of joy and love between the dad and the little boy during the trip as well. It's not all doom and gloom. They finally make it to the United States, and they're going to a place called the Embassy, which sounds very grand. And when they get there, it's a bunch of dilapidated old vehicles that they were sleeping in, and Alfredo's thinking, this doesn't look so great. But eventually he meets a little javelina that he makes friends with, and he makes the best of it. Eventually they get their bearings and move to a place where Alfredo can start to go to school. And it tells the story of how he started school without speaking English, and some of the hardships, and how he got through that part of his life to eventually make some friends. And eventually, yes, there's a happy ending. His whole family comes from Mexico to greet him. And the line that gets me in this book every single time is, when he arrived in El Paso, I was speechless to see all the faces I had missed for so long. Luis, Arturo, Hilda, and all so much bigger, and Mama. I couldn't move. I felt a hand on my shoulder. I knew it was Mama's. It reached right to the center of my heart. She embraced me, and we held each other for a long time. Finally, I thought, finally, my family is together. I think we have lots of kiddos that have had that experience and can relate to it. It certainly opens up a lot of topics for conversation, and and it can be a short conversation or it can be a longer conversation, and it as an entree into telling their own stories, however much kids might like to tell their stories and their family stories. At the end, there's also a section that details a little bit of the history and a little bit of geography related to the journey. So you can get a little science and social studies in there as well, so that you have can do a multidisciplinary approach in looking at your read aloud. And it's a text that you can go back and visit multiple times in multiple languages, and I think it tells an important story. So I hope you like it. If you like it, let us know on the YouTube channel, and look for more book reviews as we produce more. Thank you very much for all you do every day, and we know the children and their families appreciate what you do. Thank you.